the evaluation profession needs to retain credibility and across the board. So I want to say that in this regard, those older, longer-lasting institutions, better resourced, have an obligation in the interest of the profession to make sure that these burgeoning institutions in countries such as mine would be supported. The weaker will be supported by the stronger. And that the lessons of what has made these older institutions abiding would be transferred to the younger ones so that they do not have to reinvent the wheel.
Just on the point about how can the more established evaluation communities help the less established ones, I think a lot of that has already happened. It's happened in the form of the persons from countries where it's not been established participating in international events. It's happened in the form of training where persons have come in and actually helped to train people. But I think where it has not been that visible is that there's a tendency for persons and evaluators in the developing countries not to write. They don't publish. It's an oral tradition. They talk about things. So there's an assumption they don't do anything because the real world is about writing. Give me the paper, show it to me. But if you were to, for example, have attended the 3rd African Evaluation Conference in Cape Town, Ray, in 2004, vibrant evaluation was evident. And at the end, we had a resolution, let's have an African Journal of Evaluation. 6 years later, we haven't hit that. No one has written, but I know it's happening because when you go there, people will tell you about it. So, and a lot of the world is defined by what's on paper. And unless you get a point where I think there's got to be some openness from the more established journals to maybe, I won't say drop the standards, but to establish criteria which allows for persons to publish in a way that's acceptable, and perhaps joint evaluation as a start, a joint publication, so that you can get into the sort of mainstream. Because it doesn't mean it's not happening, it just means that it's not codified, it's not written. And it's got to do with the sort of part, it's too strenuous, to get to that.